Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. I rise also in support of AB 1078, not only as a parent of 4 young adults, actually they're not that young anymore, but 26 to 34, as a classroom teacher for 30 years, and as an assembly member. We've heard from some of our colleagues on the floor, let's keep local control as local control. Some of us really have been local leaders. I was a council member. And yet, when we're here at the state, sometimes not just on this issue, but other issues, we've had to step in because local control is not necessarily acting on behalf of the people. So when we talk about what is appropriate in our schools, we know that there are curriculum committees that are set up not only by school districts that not only are required by the state, but they encompass having parents on them, having school board members, and having teachers. Our PTA, these are the types of groups that are involved in making decisions for curriculum. But now we're talking about books. What particular books should be banned? As was noted, some on those lists are Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak, a beautiful children's book that has a boy who falls asleep and becomes the king of the jungle. Charlotte's Web, which is known for Charlotte, the spider, who's all about being a good friend to Wilbur. These are the lessons that are learned in beautiful children's classic novels. You learn about families, you learn about death, you learn about friendship. And what do we want for our society? We want a literate society. We want kids reading by 3rd grade. We want kids to love books. We want them to grow up to want to read books. So what is a good way to get students not to read? We can ban books all we want, but there is that little lesson, and when you try to take something away, the natural course is some people will say, then I'm going to go ahead and read that. But certainly, when we look at who is banning books and why, we know that sometimes in some school district, it has been one parent that has gone to the board and said, I don't want this book read at my school or school district, and the board has moved forward with that. What about the hundreds of parents who don't mind that book? If you go to a library, there are thousands of books. If you don't like one book, you don't have to read that book. You simply don't choose it or check it out. So why do we need to have parents who don't like a book actually leading the cause to ban books for many, many other parents? Throughout Orange County, we are seeing attacks on not only book banning from school boards, but city council. The Huntington Beach Book Council just said that they would not be part of the National Library Association. We are attacking librarians. This used to be the place we would take our children for story time for our beloved librarians. And now they are being attacked. This is nonsense, and we have to get a grip. We have to get a grip. This is just escalating at every school board, and it is attack on people we don't agree with. Many of us respect education. We've been involved in education. We've raised children, and we need to allow for diverse experiences, stories, and narratives. With that, I support AB 1078.